I'll share my secret of happiness, learned in hospital and refined through remission. And if this sounds stupidly simple, it's because it kind of is. The secret to happiness, it's not really a secret at all. I'm not a wealthy man. I mean, sure, I beat leukemia, and that perspective is priceless, but landlords, they don't accept perspective. You can't buy a Big Mac with perspective, and the perspective to US exchange rate, forget about it. Financially speaking, I'm on track to work until... Actually, you know what? Let's figure this out. Let's crunch some numbers, carry the two... Oh. Damn. Actually, you know what? That's not too bad. Despite all my cancer perspective, that leaves me feeling a little unhappy. Maybe you're the same. Maybe you wish you were better looking, a better partner, a better person. You might wish you were just someone else entirely. And honestly, I get that. Whatever you're feeling, I'm not telling you to just snap out of your unhappy thoughts. This isn't a tough love seminar. That's not helpful advice. The real problem with feeling unhappy is that those feelings are only the tip of the iceberg. Underneath this moist tip, are endless causes, reasons, and interconnected fragments. Here's a poorly made graphic I made to show you what that looks like. So there's your unhappiness, and underneath, that's all the bad shit that happened to you. No one else can see that, and because of that, no one else can ever understand it the way you do. It's like an invisible weight around your neck that's dragging you down. To go into the minutiae of all these fragmented reasons wouldn't just take a much longer video. It would require 4 years of training to become a psychologist, and honestly, neither of us has that type of free time.
I don't know if we'll have enough time.
So since you're busy, I'll share my secret of happiness, learned in hospital and refined through remission, so you can give it a shot too. And it all starts with where you are right now. I say this with love, but if happiness is hard to find, you are both the problem and the solution. It doesn't matter if you've only got 6 teeth, 60 kilos to lose, or you're 6 months into treatment for leukemia. You can't wave a wand and magically make those problems go away. Life isn't a video game. It just doesn't work like that. There's no cheat codes. In other words, happiness is something you choose, not something that is given to you. Now look, I'm not saying that to fill your sexy head full of garbage life advice that sounds great on paper, but is next to impossible to implement in the real world. I get it. That type of advice sucks. I'm saying it as someone who was almost crushed by the weight of cancer, until I took agency over my own feelings. Like you, I went searching for happiness, and there are a ton of things online and in the real world that you can try. Working out releases happiness chemicals, buy a bunch of golden retrievers, do heroin, whatever works for you, no judgment here. But if nothing is working, here are 2 happiness paths that I walked when I had cancer that you can walk to. Inactivity agitates unhappiness. If you're unhappy where you are, try taking a single step, just a small one, in the rough direction you want to go. Don't get too focused on the bigger picture. Just broadly aim the direction you want to go and take a small step there. For example, let's say you want to, lose weight and fit into your favorite GIMP suit.
Well, bring out the GIMP. I think the GIMP's sleeping.
Doing nothing guarantees you stay right where you are, thinking, I don't have the body I want, I can't get in my GIMP suit, my weekends are ruined, right? Nothing changes. You stay unhappy because you're stuck wishing things were different. Now imagine you take just a small step towards that change. The size really doesn't matter. We can get bigger later. Maybe you buy shoes, start walking around the block, or research how calories work. The goal right now isn't to become a black belt at nutrition or start sprinting around the block like you're running away from debt collectors. That's not it. When you want to get in that GIMP suit, or any other goal that makes more sense, it's about those small steps that get you from where you are to where you want to be. And if this sounds stupidly simple, it's because it kind of is. But it's also crazy effective. It's called incrementalism, and it's the process of changing small things that you have control over. The goal is to do something, no matter how small. Doing this is so much easier than thinking that happiness requires major sweeping changes, like signing up for a marathon tomorrow, or breaking up with your partner to find someone new, or moving countries. Those major changes, they're hard and super easy to put off, especially the marathon one. I've told so many people I'm running a marathon. I've never come close. Small actions, they'll help you stop wishing you were someone else, because you will literally be in the process of becoming someone else. For example, my chemo stripped me of all my muscle, left me looking like a scarecrow brought to life by the power of anxiety. Now, I'm an absolute monster. Well, maybe not. Good lighting, good angles can go a long way. But I have worked hard to feel better about my body. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but taking those small steps, that incrementalism, it's helped me feel a lot better about who I am and how I look. I feel a little bit happier. It started with watching some fitness videos, then buying some workout clothes, and then getting some weights. Now I can toss around my baby like she's nothing.
Lightweight, baby! Yeah! Gotta get good!
So remember, happiness comes through action. Take small steps so you don't get overwhelmed. Give it a few months. See how different you start to feel. The more likely problem is that the thing that's making you unhappy is something that you cannot control, right? You can't just quit your job and move countries tomorrow. You can't magically grow 6 inches taller. And you definitely can't undo the traumatic things that happened in your past. I know I can't. I'm guessing there's something that happened to you that is impossible to change, like cancer was for me. And when it feels like life has punched you right in the nuts, it's easy to feel powerless. Trust me, I know. My experience with cancer wasn't fun then, and to be honest, it's not really that fun now. Sometimes, it feels like my brain is broken, like all the happiness fell out. I feel like I'm standing in the shower, but the hot water doesn't work. And the best case scenario is no water at all. But when I'm freaking out, when I'm panicked and those catastrophic thoughts run through my head, it feels like I'm drowning in that burst of ice cold water. It feels never ending. I can't just take action to get past that unhappiness because it's come and gone. And my homemade time machine, still a prototype. And also it's just an old garbage bin with frying pans taped to it. I can't undo what's been done, and neither can you. If, like me, your unhappiness stems from some unchangeable past, some trauma you've been through, it's so easy to feel stuck. So here's a secret. You can choose happiness. I know, that sounds very woo-woo, but making a conscious choice to find happiness in your life, it doesn't mean you accept that what happened didn't absolutely suck. It doesn't mean it hasn't irreversibly changed you. And it doesn't mean you'll wake up and never feel stressed about what you've been through again. That's not it at all. Instead, it's the super empowering conscious choice to accept happiness in your future despite what happened in your past. And when you don't have a choice but to find happiness in your day-to-day, that can be liberating. It certainly was for me when I went through my leukemia experience. I'm still a big old bag of anxiety, but I have cool things going on too. I got a cool daughter. I have cool tattoos. Here's one of my tattoos of one of the world's greatest chefs. He's from upstate New York. Albany, I believe.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
And I'd tell you more about the tattoo, but my dog's wandered into frame. He wants to show off his butthole. He's an odd fellow, but if this tattoo teaches us anything, and that's a stretch, is that it's okay to be a little bit odd.
Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham.
I choose to be happy about what I do have, even though I'm still sad about my cancer experience. Because two things can be true at once. But look, 1 trillion books have been written about happiness, so what you do with all this is up to you. As a cancer survivor, here's my 2 cents. If you can take action, do it. The path of progress is lined with happiness. If you can't change what's making you unhappy, look for happiness in what you do have. It might feel impossible at first, but take it from someone who looks for as much joy in as many moments as possible, or as many moments as he gets. The secret to happiness, it's not really a secret at all. It's right there when you're ready to accept it.